By detaching from the programming, which was me separating the person from the spirit that they were operating under, that allowed me to forgive, right? And then when we forgive, what I learned that happens when we forgive, right? We heal the spirit, and we also heal our bodies at a cellular level. So let's say if you're like, for example, I used to suffer from anxiety and depression. I used to be under medication for anxiety and depression, right? What happened when I healed? Sorry, my baby came. Okay, so this is what happened with me. I used to be on medication for anxiety and depression, right? And I used to be in therapy. And I used to go to meetings, right? And I was in addictions before, but I healed all of it, right? So this is what happened. When at first I started with like the meetings, and I was still under the medication, like for the anxiety, for the depression, and I did step work and all that stuff. But I still um suffered from anxiety and depression. I used to have to take medication because this is the thing. We are treated. They treat it. They don't cure it, right? They don't cure it. This is the thing. Western medicine will treat the symptoms, but they don't cure it, right? So then what I learned was that, or what happened with me was that once I started doing the detaching from the programming, like literally getting to the nit of it and understanding that although these people were said to be like family members, lovers, friends, people who were important to me, and they had a title in my life, and then the Bible said, respect your mother, honor your mother and your father, and your days would be long, right, all of those things, that programming, when I decided to look at the person for who they had been and stop making excuses for them, and that included myself, right, that included myself. Not only did I forgive them, not only did I forgive myself, but by doing so, I healed to a level where it healed internally those issues that I had, such as like anxiety, depression, addictions. This is why I was talking about how we have to heal the spirit first. Like when we go to the doctor and stuff, like they should be really looking at the spiritual level, like what caused this. Like, let's say you have like heart palpitations, right? Or even anxiety. Like, what resentments are you holding in, sir, ma'am? Type of scenario that is causing this to happen, because it happens in the spirit first, and then it manifests in the body, right? So yeah, that is another benefit of healing. I'm out here selling healing for the Most High God. Yes, so it manifests at a physical level. So when I decided to detach from the programming and go ahead and forgive it all, and really, like, you have to like really forgive, like for real. It's not like, oh my God, I forgive you, no, and then I'm resentful. No, you have to really like um forgive and not pass judgment, not hold any resentments, not be in your head about it, right? So when I did that, I was able to not have anxiety, not have depression. I was able to completely let go of any addictions that I had. For example, like the addictions with like the hardcore drugs, I stopped that in like 2020 when I started going to it. Yeah, that was done then. but I continued to vape the weed. And if it wasn't like regular like weed, like, it was like the Delta 8 because I'm a sophisticated, like I'm sophisticated, like I was doing the vapes. Yes. And so I had stopped smoking the blunts in 2020. Yes, I did. But I went on to the vapes. And I used to smoke cigarettes too. And I also went to the vape as well, and that in the nicotine. And so with that one, with like the vapes, that one I always did, like the vaping the nicotine. I did that all the time, the vaping the nicotine. But the vaping the weed, at first I was doing like Delta 8, which is weed, but not really, right? So I did that while I was in NA, but the point being is that when I decided to heal and forgive it all and detach from the programming by understanding that people operate through different spirits, and I decided to stop making excuses for these people no matter who they were, and that included myself. Like, I also had to look at my part in things, or what things I also did, because not only were like did family um and friends and lovers and stuff like that um betray me to the point of like no return. In my point of view at that time, I had also betrayed myself. So like when I chose myself, I was put in front of a person that reflected all of the things that I was, or that I had been in a different time, like years back, right? So when I interacted with this person and I decided not to pursue the relationship, I was able to see myself and how I behaved and how the other person would have felt during that time before, right? So I had to take accountability for like, why would somebody act the way that they did towards me? And then I was like, oh well, because you at one point you did the same thing that is being done to you right now. You know what I'm saying? So like I had to take accountability for myself as well. And not repeat the patterns and behaviors anymore and learn from it so that it doesn't keep repeating on. I think I lost you there. The point being that when I started healing, like really healing and removing all these people from my life and really choosing to forgive them no matter what they did and what they continue to do, which they are still continuing to do it today. But as you can tell, I really don't care. Like, I don't care. I know exactly what they're sending. I know exactly what they're doing, but I really don't care. Like I don't, I really don't. Right? And I don't pass any judgment, and I understand that this is a school and that that is their role, because I understand that this is a school, that they're operating through certain entities, that the people that I thought were the people that are there are not the people that are there anymore, and that we all have free will, right? So because of that, I'm able to forgive them. And I was able to forgive them a while back. And when I did that, I was able to heal from like the anxiety, the depression, to the point where I didn't have to, like, I willingly gave up the weed pen. I willingly gave up the alcohol. I willingly gave up the nicotine vape. And it had been like, I had not been like without nothing, like without absolutely nothing since I was like 14 years old. So I'm just here like in bliss, like literally like in bliss, like healthy as a kite. Because I chose to heal, right? I chose to heal, and with choosing to heal, I changed my diet. I, take care of my vessel. I go to the gym. I drink my water. Um, I don't engage in like negativity and stuff like that. And that on its own helps you like heal alone without having to take any medication and stuff like that. I'm just saying, like, we are able to do this on our own. Like, we're able to have a healthy life free of sickness.